Instruments in the woodwind family. What are woodwind instruments? All of these instruments used to be made out of wood and are played by blowing air into a mouthpiece or reed, hence the name woodwind. The main instruments in this family are the flute, oboe, clarinet, bassoon and saxophone. But did you know that the recorder and the bagpipes are also members of the woodwind family? The best woodwind instruments to buy. The recorder is an ideal first instrument, and many musicians start their musical journey by playing it. They are a doddle to clean, and some recorders are made out of plastic, making them quite cheap and fairly indestructible. As a starting recorder, we recommend the Orlos 205A Robin Descant recorder. It's durable and easy to produce a sound with. The flute is one of the oldest known woodwind instruments, and we've found flutes made out of ivory and bone that are up to 42,000 years old. Modern flutes are commonly made out of metal, and the sound is produced by blowing air across a hole in the head joint, a bit like blowing over the top of a bottle. A great starter flute is the Yamaha YF-L212, which is very durable and relatively easy to produce a sound from. The clarinet is a single reed instrument. The player attaches a single reed to the mouthpiece, and it is held in place with a contraption called a ligature. The sound is produced when air is blown down the tube, making it vibrate. Student clarinets are made from plastic, and professional ones from wood. A good student clarinet is the beginner pack from Gear for Music. It includes all the accessories you need to start playing, and a 2-year warranty. The saxophone is often mistakenly categorised as a brass instrument due to its shiny, brassy appearance. However, it is part of the woodwind family. It is a single reed instrument and produces a bright, carrying tone. We recommend Trevor James' The Horn alto saxophone, which is good value for a new instrument and comes with a sturdy case. The oboe looks similar to the clarinet. It is a long, black instrument with silver keys. There is one major difference between the oboe and the clarinet. The oboe is a double reed instrument. The reed is made from 2 pieces of cane bound together, which are then fitted directly into the top of the oboe, rather than having any kind of mouthpiece. Students need to learn to get sounds out of the reed first, then keep it controlled and steady. We recommend the Rosedale Professional Oboe. The bassoon is a double reed instrument, and it is one of the largest and lowest members of the woodwind family, usually made out of wood. It is essentially a long pipe that has to be folded to be played comfortably. If it was straight, it would be over 9 feet long. It produces a low, rich sound and usually plays the harmony parts in ensembles. Similar to the oboe, the student needs to get used to making a sound with the reed first. Try the Schreiber S13 short reach bassoon, which is good value and makes full-size bassoon accessible for smaller players. Auxiliary woodwind instruments. An auxiliary instrument is a lesser known or less common member of an instrumental family. They are usually seen in orchestras and played by specialist musicians. The bass clarinet is one of the biggest instruments in the family and produces a low, broad tone. At the other end of the spectrum is the piccolo, which has a high pitch range. In the oboe family, there is the cor anglaise, which is a larger oboe with a button bell shape at the end, which looks like it has swallowed an egg. The biggest and lowest of all the auxiliary instruments is the contrabassoon. Like the standard bassoon, the tube it is made of has to be curled up to make it a manageable size. It produces a low, growly sound which can add depth to any piece of music. Woodwinds in the orchestra. The woodwind section of a traditional orchestra is usually made up of pairs of flutes, oboes, clarinets and bassoons. You will often see a scattering of auxiliary instruments as well, especially the piccolo and the cor anglaise. The saxophone is rarely seen in an orchestra, although there are a few pieces that include it, but this is more as a special feature than as a standard orchestra member. Woodwinds in other music. Woodwind instruments are very versatile and can be found in lots of ensembles. These include recorders consorts, wind quartets, marching bands, drum corps, and concert bands. Wind instruments, especially the saxophone family, can be found in jazz bands as well, holding their own with loud brass instruments. For more information on woodwind instruments, visit our website via the link in the description.